Hey everyone, congratulations for completing week 1 of the 5-week beginner series. You're already showing up for yourself and we're so proud of you. I wanted to offer you a couple at-home exercises that you could do that are similar to what we were learning on the reformers this week. So the first thing we're going to do is squats. And the inventor of the burpee, which squats are part of the burpee, actually said if you do squats the rest of your day, if you don't do anything else, you're setting yourself up for success. So there you go. Burpees, awesome, but we're gonna do some squats. So what we wanna do is we wanna line up those legs, hip bone distance apart, just right in line with those hip bones. And as we sit back, it's like we're sitting back into a chair. We wanna engage the core as we go down, think belly button to spine. As we're coming down, we don't want these knees to come up over those toes. And what I like to do is on my way down, I just bring my arms up like this. Big inhale, and exhale, spike to standing. So you can do that nice and slow, bringing those hips back right like you're sitting into a chair, keeping those belly button to spine, that core engaged, that nice elongated posture, and back to top. So just 5 like that. And this is something that you can do every single day. You can wake up and do it. You can do it on your lunch break. You can do it while you're in the grocery store waiting in line. You might get a couple funny looks, but that's okay. You're showing up for yourself, and that's what matters. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna widen those hips a little bit further than hip bone distance. We're gonna externally rotate those, and as we come down, keep that spine nice and straight. We're not throwing that booty back. We're keeping that spine nice and straight like we're sliding directly down a wall. So we would inhale and exhale straight up. Inhale straight down, exhale straight up. Inhale straight down, exhale straight up. If you don't use the hands, you can just leave those together right in the front. You can put them in a power pose. Whatever you choose to do, what's awesome is that you're showing up for yourself. You are trying to get stronger each and every day. So kudos to you. We're gonna go down to the mat. We're gonna talk about a couple things you can do laying down on the mat. If you don't have a mat, you could use a towel. And if you're doing a hard surface, I recommend a couple towels just because it might be a little rough on that low back if you're on a hard surface. So we're gonna come down to the mat, nice and slow, and then slowly roll your way all the way back. So we talked about the 100 when we were on the reformer. Now one thing that we can do is we can translate that to the mat. This would be the easiest stance to begin. You would bring those arms up, just curl that head, neck, and chest, and you could do that 100 right here. It's just 5 in, 5 out, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next level would be to bring those legs to tabletop position, where your shins are parallel with the ceiling. Same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you can extend those legs. Now, the higher you extend them, it's going to be easier. The lower you extend them, it gets a lot harder into that core, and you got to pull that belly button to spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is the 100 at home. Another thing that we worked on was what we call frog legs. So bring those legs back up to tabletop position, glue those heels together, externally rotate those toes, and as you press out, you zip up those legs all the way nice and up, pull that belly button to spine, then exhale out. Inhale, draw everything back together. Exhale out. Inhale, draw everything back together. And if that's too much on your neck, you can go ahead and let your neck rest on the mat. Remember, we're pulling that belly button to spine, engaging that core throughout this entire movement. Now we're going to talk about breathing and the importance of breathing and the fact that a lot of us, we're probably breathing wrong and we're not getting the full benefits of what it is to actually get a full lung full of air. So there's a breathing technique where you breathe into your belly, and you can do that. Just put your hands right here on your belly, breathe deeply into that belly, feel that belly expand, and then exhale, feel that belly deflate. Now that's a really good calming technique. You'll see that in yoga. You'll see that with anyone helping you to learn how to manage your anxiety or your depression. But in Pilates, what they're concentrating on is expanding the ribs, getting as much air into those lungs as possible. And then on the exhale through your mouth, you are pulling that belly button to spine, and you are using all of those ab muscles to engage that breath. So you would inhale, and as you inhale, try not to let your shoulders rise and let your belly pooch out. What you want is you want to feel that expanding sideways and in the back. So you have that nice in through your nose, and then out through your mouth, allowing those abdominals to fully turn on and engage. So you would breathe in slowly through your nose, allowing that rib cage to expand sideways and back. And then you would exhale like you're pushing through a straw through your mouth so that you engage that core. Now what that does is you are engaging that for the movement. So one example of that was our frog legs. As you were pressing out, you were engaging that core, so you would inhale as those legs would come in, like so. So here, you would have that inhale, where you're inhaling into that rib cage, and then here is when you forcefully press out that air, engaging those abdominals, pulling that belly button to spine. Inhale as everything presses in. Exhale as everything zips up. And when in doubt, the best time to exhale is when you feel like the move is at its hardest. So that's the basics of Pilates breathing. There's so much to learn behind it, but that's what Joseph Pilates was trying to get at, was that when you learn how to breathe properly, it's going to be a huge benefit, not just to your life, but to your health and to the movements that you're doing.